Hello my friends, hello my besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis and welcome to a weekly reading vlog. I'm so excited. I have not done a reading vlog in so long, guys. 2025 has been a year. I know I've mentioned that a few times, but if you're new here, 2025 has really been rough for me. I've been sick, injured, dealing with moving, job stuff, just it's been a lot this year, and I haven't had a single good time to vlog in the past several months, and I've really missed it. And I realized that this week I do not have that much on my plate, which means perfect week to vlog. So this week we're just going to be doing a read with me. May has been the slowest reading month I have had all year so far, and I want to fix that as much as possible in the next week. Today is Monday, and I'm currently reading Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I've been reading this book for about 2 weeks. Not because it's bad, because I've just been so busy. I'm so determined to finish this tonight so we can spend the rest of the week reading other books. I'm currently on page 508 out of I think about 570, 590. So I have like 100 pages left of this. Today's goal, Monday's goal, is to go ahead and finish reading Fearless and finally be able to rate it and be done with this series. I am really enjoying it. There's nothing wrong with the book, like I said. It's just been me. I've been so busy, and for a lot of the past couple weeks I have not been in the headspace for fantasy, but I binge read like 200 pages of this book last night, had a great time, and I'm ready to dive into it. It is currently about 4 p.m. and I actually have quite a bit left to do today, but I wanted to film the intro before it got dark outside. So I will report back or be back when I'm doing some reading, or hopefully maybe when I finish Fearless, so that way we can plot when I'm gonna start reading either tonight or tomorrow. I'm on page 530. What? I'm unwell. It is just after 10 p.m. and I finished the book, and I have thoughts. Everything I'm going to say will be spoiler free, so if you have not read this book or have not read the previous books in the series, none of this will be spoilery. It'll just be general thoughts, feelings, and opinions. Oh my gosh. Like I mentioned earlier, this book took me a long time to get through because of things that I was going through, and I got to a point where I was like, I don't know if I'm liking this, like it's, you know, meh, there's things I'm liking, things I'm not liking. And then I got to the last chunk. I read like 200 pages in a day the other day. I was addicted. And then these last 80 pages, so much happened in the ending and tied so many things together, and I was not expecting to be gagged the way I was, but I was gagged in my seat. I think I am overall pretty happy with how the series has ended. I liked the ending. I liked a lot of things about the ending. I liked how this last book tied up so many things that have happened in the trilogy. And I think this is a trilogy I'm going to need to reread, because I think if I go back to the first book and then reread all the stories, I'm going to notice so many different clues and plot lines and hints that I didn't notice in the first 2 books that come into play in this book. I'm also hopefully manifesting that there's another novella. I don't know if I'm the only one who remembers this, but there is a novella from this series. I'll put it on the screen, and I have read it and I liked it. And I distinctly remember when this came out that the author mentioned there being a second novella, and that's why the formatting of the novella was like shorter, because it would match the next novella, but then we've never gotten another novella. So I hope we get more from this world. I would definitely be interested to see other stories, other characters. There's so much happening with all the characters in this world. I would love just another like 100-page novella to dive into a different character or a different time in this world. Regardless, I'm sleepy and my stomach hurts. I have not been feeling the best today or the last few days, so I'm going to take a bath and relax, and I will talk to you again tomorrow when we're figuring out what my next read is. Hi, hello, it's Tuesday now. Before we begin, let's crack open a cold one. And by cold, I mean the 7-Up tropical flavor. This is my favorite soda right now. I'm obsessed with it. It's at 6:30 p.m. I just got home from running errands. I really wanted to vlog earlier today, but I was not feeling good. I have not been feeling great today. Anxious, stomach hurting, just not the best version of myself. But I just got back from errands, so I'm gonna give you a haul, and I collected all the mail from our mailbox, so we have some books to open. I had a gift card to Marshall's for my birthday, and this is what I got. First of all, I got more press-on nails. Nail Reformation has been my favorite right now. They're what is on my hand. If we could focus. There we go. They're what's currently on my hand. I've been obsessed with them lately. They are such high quality, and if you can get them at Marshall's, they're only $10. So I got 2 pairs. I got this cute green pair, and then I got these glossy light pink pair. I'm obsessed. They're so cute. I was really excited when I saw these. This was more of a need than a want, but I got another bonnet for sleeping. I had one. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I had one, but it was really small and it barely fits on my head, so I wanted to get a bigger one that hopefully will fit me better. Lastly, I got these cute sleep shorts. I grabbed these with the summertime in mind. One set is these little like teddy bear emojis, and then the other side is just brown and blue. I thought these were super cute and would be perfect lightweight sleep shorts. It's barely summer. With it being May, it's not even technically summer, and it's already so warm in our apartment that these were very exciting to me. And luckily, my gift card pretty much covered everything, so I only spent like $3 out of pocket, which made it even better. And as for book mail, I have 3 packages to open. This one is from Candlewick Press. I know I requested some other assignments, but I don't know what this is. Yes! Okay. I'm really excited about this. This sounded super cute when they sent it in the email. It's called Stuck Up and Stupid. It's a Reese Books Club pick, and this tagline said, Pride and Prejudice meets the 21st century and the sun-soaked enemies to lovers rom-com. So up my alley. I'm really excited now. Looks like our main character is like not famous and she's just enjoying her endless beautiful summer days, and then a very, very famous superstar named Dorian along with a lot of his Hollywood famous friends show up, and it is an enemies to lovers Pride and Prejudice retelling. It says it's for a generation of teens who are definitely not looking for love. This was so exciting, so thank you so much, Candlewick. This is gonna be on my TBR in the next couple months. And then I think the next 2 are both from Harper. Yes, they're both from Harper. I also don't think I know what these are. So this is from Avon. It's an unladylike secret. I remember seeing this, but I don't remember what it's about. It's a little letter. Let's see what it says. Okay, this is the 3rd book in a series of interconnected standalone romance novels following 3 different sisters. And it looks like it is a historical romance set in London. Interesting. I've not heard of this series before. I've not read this series before, so I'm gonna have to do some research to make sure that I truly can go into this one without the other 2, or maybe I will just go back and acquire the first 2 and then read all 3 of them back to back. But this cover is so stunning. Then the next one, I scared my cat by doing that. Oh, it's the same book. Huh? Yeah, it's the exact same book. I'm confused. Maybe I accidentally got put on the list twice or something. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to check my email and make sure I didn't miss anything about like doing a giveaway or something. I don't know. But this book is on sale May 20th as a note, since I now have 2 of the little letters too. That's I've never had that happen before. This is a first for me. Now that I'm home from my errands though, I am pretty much done with everything I need to do today, so I think it might be time to curl up and finally start my next read. I have been really struggling with my anxiety the past couple weeks, and I'm sure I'm going to mention that a lot throughout this video, so I'm really wanting to prioritize sitting down and resting and reading and just getting out of my own head this week. First of all, last night I did start another book, and that is The Courage to be Disliked. This is a non-fiction self-help type book, and it sounds really good. I think like 30 pages in so far. I lied, I'm 16 pages in. I feel like I've read so much more though. Narrative device they use in here is so interesting because the whole book is written between 2 people. It's a conversation between a young man and a much older man who is a philosopher, and it's the young man talking to the philosopher and asking questions about the theories, and the philosopher kind of like responding and giving the advice. I feel like this book, even in the pages I've read, it's already been so thought-provoking, and I'm really enjoying it, so I do want to read a little bit more tonight, but I know this is the type of book that I'm going to be digesting slowly. For my fun book and trying to get books off my TBR, I have decided that the next book I'm going to read is Yours Truly by Avid Jimenez. A YouTuber I really adore recently read this book and talked up about it so highly, and that made me want to read it really bad, so it's finally time. I took a minute, I read the synopsis. This book sounds adorable. It's about 2 characters and they have a really bad first meeting, but slowly overcome that by sharing letters. I know there's a fake dating element. It just sounds really cute. I'm very excited for it because everyone that I've talked to raves about this book so much, and it'll be the 2nd book I've ever read from Avid Jimenez. So I just finished reading for like 45 minutes. As I'm sitting on my tripod right now and filming, my cat is directly behind, so you're probably going to hear him making noises. And I am now just a little bit over 50 pages into Yours Truly, so let me give you my initial thoughts, feelings, and opinions. This book has been so quick to get into. Like I said, I've only read one other book by Avid Jimenez, so I forgot how digestible her writing style is. And so far, I'm seeing the vision and I'm liking the characters. I'm really enjoying how the first 50 pages right now, we're just working on learning about the characters individually and about their pasts and their stories and their families before we're starting to see more of their lives get intertangled. I can really see these 2 getting along so well. I feel like their internal dialogues and their thoughts make them already seem like they're going to be perfect partners. I love that this is dual POV. That's not something I realized going into it, and it's already adding so much. I truly do adore the characters so much. It's about Brianna and Jacob. Brianna is such a baddie. She is so strong and just doing what she can to take care of her younger brother who's going through a lot of things medically. So strong and brave in a way that I think a lot of people don't deserve to be, where she has to take care of things and that she's kind of has to be the caretaker, but she handles it with such grace and beauty, and I already am kind of in love with her. I'm obsessed with her. And then Jacob seems like the sweetest cinnamon roll, anxious, introvert male main character. And as someone with anxiety, I can very much relate to a lot of the things that he's talking about in his chapters. So, and I can already see where like the fake dating is going to come into play and all that sort of stuff. So I'm excited. I can't remember the last time that I've been this locked in starting a new book and like not distracted. So I'm gonna continue sitting here reading and see how far I can get tonight. Currently 9:20 p.m. I feel like I probably have at least another hour of reading in me tonight. Hi, hello, welcome to my bed. I was gonna put you down so that it wouldn't shake, but I couldn't find a good way to set the camera down, so I'm sorry. It is almost midnight, which is kind of shocking for me because I'm never up this late. So realizing it's 11:50 that I'm finally crawling into bed is surreal. For my reading update before I go to bed, I am a little over 100 pages into the book and I'm really enjoying it so far. I do think I'm gonna read a little bit more tonight, but I need to put the camera down because I'm starting to become even more incoherent than I normally am, and that's saying a lot. So I'm gonna cozy up and journal, and I'm gonna read this book, and I'm gonna read my nonfiction book, and I will talk to you probably tomorrow evening when I get off work, okay? Hi, it's time for Wednesday reading updates. Last night after I hopped off, I only read a few more pages of yours truly, so I don't think I have any more thoughts to give you on this. But very unexpectedly, I finished a book today. I was at work this morning, I needed a new audiobook to start, so I picked up the audiobook of The Match by Sarah Adams and did not expect to binge read or binge listen to the entire thing, but I could not stop. I was immediately obsessed with this book and these characters and just listened to it all day long until I finished it. I sat down at one point for like a break and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm 75% into this book. I didn't even realize because I was enjoying it so much and it was flying by, so I have to tell you what it's about and give you my thoughts, feelings, and opinions. So this is one of Sarah Adams' first books, and it was very recently republished by Dell Romance, so you can actually buy it in bookstores now. It's about our main two characters, Evie and Jake. He is a single father with a little girl who has epilepsy, and they're looking to get a guide dog, and our main character, Evie, has epilepsy and has a guide dog and works for a company that works to put guide dogs with people who need them. It's so loving and tender and just, oh my gosh, my heart. It's kind of just like To Lovers. They get off on the wrong foot, but their redemption has been the sweetest. I love the female main character and his daughter. Their relationship is adorable. I love how much awareness this has given me about epilepsy and what it's like to live with epilepsy. And also I love the representation of the guard dogs in here because I feel like it's doing such a fantastic job discussing the importance of training and taking care of guard dogs, and the work that the female main character is doing is so cool. And she is such a strong character. She has a lot going on with her home life, with her family, but she pushes through and does so much good for the world and just has such a kind heart, and I'm obsessed with these two together. I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars. It's not one of my all-time favorite books, but it's one that is going to live rent-free in my mind and I'm going to want to recommend again in the future. Just looking at this book and thinking about this book just makes me so happy. Sarah Adams has such a talent for writing feel-good romance books, and this is definitely one. I think I'm going to download some of her other backlist titles on the library app, audiobook style, if I can, and try to listen to them this week, because this has been the serotonin I have desperately been looking for while working recently. I did not expect at all to jump on here tonight and say that I had finished an entire book today already, which is so bonkers, but I'm not mad about it. Currently a little after 6 p.m. I have not been home for very long, so I have a lot to do tonight, putting things away, cleaning up, etc., etc. So I'm gonna go work on all that type of stuff, the adulting part of living, and I will report back when it's time to read / what my updates are with yours truly. I'm hoping to get a decent chunk of this read tonight. Happy Saturday. Let me explain myself and why I did not vlog the last few days. First of all, I did not read anything the last few days because they have been chaotic. So Thursday, I ended up working a much longer workday than usual, and afterwards my boyfriend and I went to Build-A-Bear to pick up a new Build-A-Bear that released, aka Chocolate Chip Pachaco, which is one of like Hello Kitty's friends. He is so cute. But I didn't get home and done with the day until around 9 p.m. and at which point I just went straight to bed, didn't read, and had no energy for vlogging. Yesterday was a different story. It was also a bit chaotic. I worked, I took a 4-hour nap, woke up and did not feel good, and ended up pretty much not reading at all. I'm so sorry. This was not the plan. I swear I always goof up in some little way when I'm doing these vlogs. I do have some reading updates for you, for yours truly. I'm now 224 pages in. I've read a good chunk this morning and then I had read on Wednesday, and I'm loving this book so much. Not only is the fake dating aspect of it adorable, and this is like excellent top tier fake dating, but I adore these characters together. And there's one specific thing they talk about and do together and like say to each other that has my heart. Let me find it. So obviously he's a massive introvert, and the two of them understand each other in a way that is simply so beautiful. And there's this line on page 184, and I'm obsessed with this line. I feel like it defines their relationship so well. She says, "You know what these silences make me think of?" I looked over at her. "What?" I always think that when we're quiet, we're agreeing to be harmless to each other, that we're just sharing the same space and letting each other exist exactly as we are, and neither of us would hurt or upset the other one. Harmless to each other? I looked at her earnestly. I do agree to that. She smiled a little. Good. I agreed to that too. I'm obsessed with them. They're so cute. It is sickening. Today's Saturday. I'm not going anywhere today, but I really need to deep clean our apartment. It's kind of gotten a little crusty the last few days. So I'm going to start cleaning. I'm gonna have a cleaning party, and then I'm going to try, fingers crossed, and hopefully to finish this today, because I am genuinely enjoying it so much that I just want to binge the last like 100 pages. It's making me so happy. This is so good. So far I feel like it's online to be a 4 to 4.5 star read. It is 2:30 and my apartment is finally clean. I had no motivation, so when this package arrived, I told myself I wasn't allowed to open it until I was done cleaning, and I'm done cleaning, so now we're gonna open it. It is a Build-A-Bear package. So I showed you guys the chocolate chip cookie already, but this is another character from that same collection I've been excited for. I know this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with books, but these bring me joy, and I cannot read or go to bed without a stuffed animal by my side, so I think it counts. Oh my gosh, it's already so cute. If you know anything about me, then this purchase is probably not going to be that surprising. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, he's precious. I am a huge pom-pom girly. I have a giant pom-pom from Build-A-Bear. I have a normal size pom-pom. I have all sorts of pom-pom print merchandise. So when they released this donut pom-pom, he is pastel with like sprinkle earrings and a donut hat. And he has a donut outfit. Obviously I had to purchase him, and he is so freaking cute. Oh my goodness. Even his fur is like a lighter pastel yellow compared to my other pom-poms. Like for reference, let me show you. I'm sitting here, here's pom-pom. There is my Bum Bums pom-pom. This is my Mega Build-A-Bear pom-pom. And you can see a few like pom-pom trinkets over there. That is not nearly my entire collection of pom-pom things. My point being, I love this little fictional golden retriever, and this is unbelievably precious. Oh, this made every minute of cleaning worth it. It is just after 10 p.m. and I finished reading yours truly, and I have a lot of thoughts, so prepare for a few minutes of yapping. I finished this in the bath and I feel baffled still. I got out and I was like, I'm not even gonna do my skincare. I just need to go sit down and talk about this book and get all my thoughts out. First of all, with the pacing of this book, I loved the romance. I loved how slow burn their romance was, and watching them go from strangers and like a little bit disliked to eventually becoming friends to lovers. Their friendship and love for each other was so beautiful and so pure, and I adored the slow burn. I loved how much they got to know each other before they ended up getting together romantically or physically. I loved the fake dating and only one bed trope and how that was used in this book. Those are two of my all-time favorite tropes, and I feel like they were used excellently in here. And then my other thoughts for the last 100 pages I'm going to be vague about because I'm obviously not going to be spoiling anything, but I feel a little surprised by some of the directions that this book turned. I think if you've read it, you'll probably kind of know what I'm talking about without me saying it, but there were just like things that happened towards the end that I was very surprised about, or there were little comments that the main characters would make and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, I was not aware. I did not realize that happened. Excuse me? It was crazy lore to drop. And as it kept going, I was like, whoa, did not expect that. And I don't think I hated it. I feel like it made sense for the story, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting to be surprised by things in this book. Like, it was more than one thing. Like, the whole ending, there was a lot of different stuff going on that I was like, whoa, I didn't know that happened in the past. Now this is happening, and those people are there, and I just was not expecting any of it. I think overall I'm going to give it a 3.5, maybe. I feel like a 7 out of 10 makes sense. It's not an 8 out of 10 book, it's like a 7 out of 10 book. I also would rather give it a 3.5 instead of 4 because of how heavy the miscommunication is in this book. While I am not a miscommunication hater, it's very realistic. There were so many moments in this book where I was like, you guys have a beautiful friendship. You truly care about each other. If you could just talk this through, then you wouldn't be having such a huge misunderstanding and miscommunication. And there were a lot of moments like that in this book. It wasn't just a couple, it wasn't just a few. And especially considering how close they were and how much they cared for each other, I found it a little irritating at times and almost had to suspend my disbelief that they really would be this unaligned in their communication in moments. And it was a little frustrating. It didn't like ruin the book for me or anything, but we got all this beautiful build up for their friendship and their romance and their feelings for each other, and then they couldn't even ask each other like, who are you texting? Or what was that conversation about? Or if they were asked a question like that, they weren't being honest for some reason. And they both made a lot of assumptions. So it's like, it wasn't horrible. But I think if you are easily annoyed by miscommunication, that this book is probably not going to be for you. This is now the second book I've read from Abby Jimenez, and I don't think it touched Just for the Summer because I adored that book endlessly and I don't remember having much critique of it. See, it's like I liked this book, but at the same time I do feel a little disappointed because I thought it had the chance to be a 4 or 5 star read even, and then that last chunk with the miscommunication and the plot twists and other specific things that happened just kind of knocked it down a little bit for me. Not disappointed in the book overall, but at the same time getting 250 pages in and thinking this is going to be a 5-star read, and then reading pages 250 to the ending and watching that star rating in my brain just like slowly come down that was disappointing. It's a niche disappointment. Anyways, like I said, it is a little after 10 p.m. so I'm going to get ready for bed and snuggle up for the night. I am so tired and I honestly don't know how I've been powered through finishing this book. So I will see you tomorrow and we'll start another book and I will catch up with you on all things bookish. Hi, hello, happy Sunday. I feel like we've spent so much of this vlog back in my little book corner that I decided to bring you out to my living room. My cats are definitely running around behind me. Oh look, there's Banana Bread and Bear's back there. I do have a reading update for you, and I'm going to do as much reading as I can tonight so we have things to talk about. After finishing yours truly yesterday, I decided to start Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I'm not surprised that this is what I decided to read next, but I am surprised by how it's going. I was not expecting the male main character to be so broody, and oh my gosh, in the first 3 chapters there are so many references to Rysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like, why? Like every couple pages it was like, yeah, he looks like Rysand, like in real life Rysand. Repeatedly though. Like, it was just the fact that it kept being brought up that I immediately was like, that's kind of annoying. But otherwise, I don't have any real thoughts, feelings, and opinions. It just started. I do love that Abby Jimenez always features animals in her books. Samantha has a cat who's a cutie, and then he has a dog. I am a big pet person, so I'm never mad about a fictional pet. I think I'm gonna get on my mini elliptical. Yes, honey? I think I'm gonna go on my mini elliptical and try to read for a little bit, move my body since I've been on my computer for most of the day. I'll report back with updates. Oh, but also, I think I might start another book tonight. I wasn't planning on starting anything else tonight or in the next couple days until after I finish Say You'll Remember Me, but I got an email from Simon Teen with an arc of Fake Skating by Lynn Painter. It's for the e-arc. Thank you so much, Simon Teen. This is one of my most anticipated reads of the entire year, and I'm so excited for it. It's a fake dating YA hockey romance, and it's gonna be so cute. And I thought maybe it'd be fun to start that on my Kindle. I'm a big fan of having multiple books at the same time, but with different formats. So one physical book, one audiobook, one ebook, and then sometimes a different physical book if it's like a different genre, like if it's nonfiction and fiction. So I don't currently have a Kindle book I'm reading. So I thought maybe Say You'll Remember Me will be my physical book right now, and then later tonight when I'm sleepy and in bed and don't want to hold anything, I'll like prop up my whole like Kindle stand thing, and maybe I'll start reading Fake Skating because I just know that book is going to give me all the happy serotonin feels that I need right now because I love Lynn Painter. I'm a Lynn Painter girly through and through. Hi, hello, happy Monday. It's Monday me here to give you final thoughts, feelings, and opinions and wrap up this video. So in terms of my reading of Say You'll Remember Me, I made it to page 78 last night. I'm starting chapter 12 and I'm really liking it. I'm optimistically nervous. The first chunk has been really pleasant, but a lot of the criticisms I've seen have started after the first chunk and when the distance is a little bit more of the thing going on with the relationship. So I'm optimistically nervous. Right now I am enjoying it. I look forward to reading more of this today. It's really beautiful out. So I think after I'm done working, I'm going to take this out onto the porch and just read all afternoon. And that is that on that. If you made it to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been a minute since I've been doing so many vlogs. I'm a little rusty, but I promise we're going to work on it. I love vlogging. Vlogs are one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube, and it's one of my favorite things to create. However, 2025 has not been kind to me. I bring this up every once in a while because I just want to level with you guys about where I've been and what I've been up to. It's been a rough year. There have been pipes burst. There has been injured hands. There has been COVID. There has been lots of illnesses and everything in between. It's been a lot. There's been so much more that I don't even even want to scratch. A large part of why I haven't been vlogging, there have been so many times I picked my camera up to vlog for a week or vlog for a weekend and then gotten bad news or had something happen and had to put the camera down. So the fact that I actually finished this vlog and survived the whole week without anything bad happening is like a blessing. I'm so thankful I actually got to like finish this vlog out and talk to you guys all week and read. It's been a joy and I look forward to doing more vlogs in the next few months. I'm fingers crossed that will work out. Regardless, thank you so much for being here. I upload every Monday, or I try to. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. If you want to keep up with me other places, I post much more frequently on TikTok and YouTube, and those are linked down below as per always. If you have any questions for me, you're always welcome to DM me there or leave comments down below. So thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope to see you next week, okay? Bye!